Okay, I'm going to follow up on the Arctic sleeve. It's probably backwards on the screen here. The Arctic cold sleeve or the thermal sleeve, how you want to call it. Got them in yesterday, and I did mention on the other one that they have some weight to it. Honestly, at least 2 pounds, you know. So I was impressed that they were this heavy. Um, so I stuck them in the freezer in the bag that came before I went to bed. So last night was the first time I tried this. Uh, I want to tell you that I was impressed. Now, I've never had these sleeves, this type of, any of these sleeves before. I'm starting to get elbow, my joints, my elbow are starting to hurt. So I want to try something new as far as trying to be more mobile. So I go to bed with a nice pack, wrapped with a towel, and that seems to help with inflation, I guess. It's more tolerable. My elbows are more tolerable. But I put these on last night when I went to bed, and when I put them on, I was like, oh my gosh, they are cold. They are cold. So I didn't think they'd be that cold according to the reviews that I was reading. Say it would last maybe 25, 20 minutes or something like that. But yeah, they're probably not going to be as cold as that the blue gel ice pack that I put in there, the towel, because that stays cold for a long time. These do not stay as cold as that. Because I usually fall asleep with it, and then in the middle of the night I slide the old one off. But this one's I went to bed about, I'm gonna say about 11:15. Look at the time, and I put them on, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're cold. They're really cold. So I was complaining a little bit about it. My wife was already in bed there watching TV, and I said, these things are cold, and um, yes, they're cold. So uh, what I don't like about them is this, they're good. They're good sleeves. Uh, Now, my wife had mentioned that you see how it reaches all the way up to my bicep here? Because I need it right here. This is where I need that. So normally I put that pack right here and it stays right in this area. But my wife mentioned it when I was doing the other review when I first got them, opened them up. It all goes all the way to your muscle. You know what? That's fine. But yesterday my bicep was cold. I mean, it was free. It felt like it was freezing. So be prepared that the whole thing is going to be, all the way around. It does have right here where it's sleeves together. It doesn't have the gel right here. So I can't say maybe it's 100%, even though the neoprene stays cold. But the gel itself, you're going to have maybe let's see, maybe a 2-inch gap here. Yeah. There's a 2-inch gap here where the gel itself is not filling in. Even though you'll feel cold, the primary is where all the gel is. So the thing is, they have some weight to it. So if you're doing stuff around, uh, I won't say I have big arms, and this is medium, but I figured it'd be a little bit snugger. I don't know. I want it real tight. It's not supposed to be for compression. It's just supposed to be there to stay on there. So it stayed on there last night. My wife put it on. She's more petite and it just slid off her arm. So be conscious if you're a woman and small person that you probably should look into the size that you're gonna need. So this is mediums. Should fit on my leg, okay. I guess obviously a little bit on my knees, but um, I thought they'd be snug. If I jerk it off, like I just shake it off like this. See, it'll slide off. So, but not that I'm gonna be doing that. I'm usually just gonna wear this for when I go to bed. That's what I've been wearing on my bed. Too active during the day. So, but got all my muscle cold. So if you have muscle aches or inflammation in your muscles, it will, it does make your muscles cold, the whole place, so the whole area. Um, so I'm gonna put them back in the freezer today. Like I just got up. So, is it worth the money? Uh, For now, it is because I can do them both at the same time versus I just have one pack. I put it out at night, then I wake up maybe an hour later, and then I switch it over. Of course, that arm would be frozen, and I switch it over at night, so the cold pack that we're using it still be cold. switch it to the arm in the middle of the night. But this one, I woke up about midnight. So I had it on for 45 minutes. Uh, so they weren't as cold 45 minutes later. So I woke up and my wife's still awake. I just slid them off, put them down. So they weren't room temperature. They were still cold. My arm was still cold. I took them off. Uh, Literally, when I went to bed, uh, I, I had a, I covered myself up, with a bedspread, but I had to put my arms over the bedspread because I didn't want touching my body. That it was that cold enough that I didn't want it touching the rest of my chest. So, um, but I was impressed. So, anyways, whether you decide to buy these or other ones, me, I kind of figured, well, it was two for it was 17. It's two for $36. You look at the other ones; they're selling them for one for $20. So a few bucks cheaper. Um, going by the reviews. So maybe you want to go by mine, but these actually are not. I just put them on. They haven't been in the freezer. They're cool. They stay cool. You know, room temperature, but they're cooler than the room temperature, the ambient temperature right now. So um, I hope this helps you decide. That's what I got on this. So I'm happy with them. Uh, Maybe later on I'll do another review, see how it's doing. So good luck.